Shalom Uvracha, peace and blessings, my sisters. Welcome back to another Yin Yoga video with Nisika Tivuna. Today we'll be doing Yin Yoga for when you're not feeling like yourself. So we'll be doing a lot of chest openers, shoulder stretches, and basically those are places where we hold a lot of stress and tension. And sometimes when we are feeling sad or we're experiencing things like depression, we tend to round our back and cave our shoulders in. And so we'll be opening up the heart today and doing gentle movement, okay? So we'll be holding the poses from 1 minute to 3 minutes today. So when you're ready, let's find a folded blanket or a pillow, whatever is best for you, and let's come to a seat, okay? So we're gonna sit in a comfortable position, bringing the palms to your knees and lengthening up through your spine, sitting up nice and tall, and just arriving here in the space, setting your intention for today's practice, and meeting the version of you that showed up today, meeting her with grace and love, and thanking her for being willing to move some energy around and lift up her mood and her spirit. When you're ready, let's take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up the belly. And let's exhale with a big sigh. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale with a big sigh. Good. We're now going to do some breath work, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. So we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. So when you're ready, let's start now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring some movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Alright, and we're going to start in child's pose. So let's come to tabletop position. Widen your knees, bring your big toes to touch. Bring in your hips all the way to your heels. And we're going to fold forward, walking our hands all the way to the right side and melting our chest down and allowing our forehead to meet the mat. And softening your body here, relaxing the body, and breathing deeply in and out. Let's take a deep inhale through our nose. Exhale with a big sigh. On your next inhale, let's slowly begin to walk our palms all the way over to the left side. Melting our chest down, forehead comes to the mat. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Let's take a deep inhale in through our nose. Exhale with a big sigh. Let's slowly make our way back to center. And coming back up to a seated position. Sitting here for a second, pausing here for a second. Noticing how that pose felt for us. Taking 2 deep inhales through the nose. Slowly release it out your mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to come back to tabletop position, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. And we're going to begin to slowly extend our arms, walking them forward, coming into melting heart, allowing the chest to melt down into the mat. Hip stays up. And with each breath, allow gravity to pull your chest down as close as it can to the mat, softening the body and relaxing here. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Release with a big sigh. Slowly begin to bring your hands back to your face. Pushing back up. Coming into sit. Pausing here for a second. Noticing how that pose felt for you. On your next inhale, let's make our way back to tabletop. And we're going to inhale, lift up the right arm towards the sky and thread it through our left arm, extending the left arm, allowing that right shoulder to be glued down onto the mat. Inhaling and exhaling here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring the left arm and hand back towards your face. Pushing up through the palms, coming back to tabletop. Lifting the left arm up towards the sky or ceiling. And thread it through your right arm, extending the right arm, being sure the hips stay lifted. Pausing here and breathing deeply. Take a deep breath in. Exhale with a big sigh. On your next inhale, bring the palm close to your face, pushing up back to tabletop position. Coming back to a seat once again. Pausing here. Let's now come into Sphinx pose. We're going to make our way to our belly. being sure that you're on the tops of your feet, bringing the forearms in front of you, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, opening up the chest, pushing through your palms, pushing the ground away from you, gazing straight forward or slightly up, and allowing your body to melt down into the mat, allowing the body to soften. And with each inhale, feel the expansion of your chest. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Take a deep inhale. Exhale with a big sigh. Good. Now slowly stack our palms on top of each other, bringing our forehead down on top of our hands. Maybe you shake your head, yes, and shake your head, no, giving your forehead a slight, gentle massage. Good. When you're ready, let's cactus out the arms, bringing our right knee up, coming into a right angle, allowing the head to rest down onto the mat on your left cheek, or maybe you gaze the opposite way, making sure that leg is perpendicular to the hip. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Take a deep inhale and exhale out the mouth. Good. Slowly on your next inhale, allow the right leg to come back to center. And we're going to now bring our left leg, bending our knee up towards your elbow, making sure it's perpendicular to your hip, coming into a right angle, making sure the hips stay glued onto your mat. Noticing where you feel tension in your body and breathing into that area. Allowing yourself to feel held here. Take a deep inhale in, deep exhale out. On your next inhale, bring your legs back to center. And we're going to slowly push back up to a seated position. Alright, we're gonna come onto our backs. We're gonna use our blanket, making sure that the blanket is in between our shoulder blades. Okay, we're going to extend the legs, open up the arms, and breathe into the heart space, into the chest, into the shoulders. I am breathing in, and I am breathing out. A few more breaths here, allowing the breath to get deeper. Just take a deep inhale in through our nose. Big exhale. On your next inhale, let's slowly bend the knees, bringing the soles of our feet onto our mat. Place your palms and your forearms down onto your mat as well. Just pausing here for a second. When you're ready, let's slowly wiggle that blanket from underneath us. On your next inhale, you can bring your chest or your knees to your chest, hugging yourself in. Maybe you sway side to side, giving yourself a big hug. Breathing with each movement. Good. Coming back to center. Bringing the soles of the feet onto the ground once again. Bringing the right palm onto the womb or the lower belly and the left palm onto your heart. And taking a few breaths in and out here. Let's extend the legs. Bring the arms to our sides. Coming into our final resting period. Relaxing our face, our shoulders, our arms, our wrists, our hands and fingers. Relax your chest. Your belly, your hips, your thighs, knees, shins, ankles and feet and toes. And allowing your body to melt down into your mat, relaxing fully. Bring some movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Shake your head no. When you're ready, let's reach the arms overhead, bringing them close to our ears. Getting one last stretch in here, reaching from our fingertips to our toes. When you're ready, let's shift to our right side, bringing our arms to our head for a pillow. Coming into fetus pose. This pose represents new birth or rebirth and new beginnings. When you're ready, let's bring that left palm onto the ground, pushing up back into a seated position, moving slowly. Bringing our hands to our knees, lengthening through our spine. Noticing how we feel. How's your mind? How's your body? And how's your spirit? On your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up and over. Exhaling, bringing the palms to our forehead, remembering to have clear and loving thoughts. Let's bring the palms to our heart space, remembering to have clear and loving intentions. And let's bring the palms to our mouth, remembering to have clear and loving communications. Thank you all so much for joining me today. The light in me sees the light in you.